Hello. Hello, this is Treya, and welcome to the Real Estate Apostle channel. Hello, this is Treya. I am passionate about helping middle-aged people like myself overcome the fear of leaving behind your six-figure job to start a business. I'm passionate about helping my Generation X people get off of this treadmill work existence and create a mindset to know that we can overcome and achieve our dreams to be financially free. So let's get started. I talk about Turo. Turo is a platform that allows you to share your vehicle on a ride sharing platform and have your own business, like your own rental company business. And I'm really excited about Turo. I've been doing it for 3 months and it's been the greatest thing for me. I'm very confident. I feel good about it. It's something that I'm able to do, and I'm encouraging other people to, get and have an opportunity to do it too. Today, I'm going to talk about this week now that I've had more cars on here for 2 weeks. And like I said, last week, I did do some changing after speaking to another Turo host. I did some changing on my price, and I saw that my booking suffered, so I did change the prices back after I spoke to you guys about it. I changed it back, and I did notice that I started getting bookings again. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up and share this information with other people, other wannabe entrepreneurs or people that are interested in starting their own business. And for those of you who don't know, I quit my six-figure income job about 2 years ago to become an entrepreneur. Along the way, I tried many different things. So I always want to encourage people to never give up, always stay focused and keep trying. And if it's your passion and your dream and your desire, keep doing it until it happens, because Turo is an awesome platform. And the good thing about being able to listen to Turo hosts like me, and I'm going to bring up a guest a little bit later to also help answer questions for you, is that you get an opportunity to learn from our mistakes so you don't have to make the same mistakes, and you can grow your business and move a lot faster than we have, by avoiding the pitfalls and the pit holes and all those things. So I am going to drop this link in the chat here for anybody to come up. I'm really dropping it out for my special guest to come up. And anyone else who would like to have some questions that they want to answer. Wrong link, but that one's there too. So let me see here. StreamYard. And I'm going to go over here to this little, what is this here? YouTube, and drop the link. One of the great things about a Turo is that, like I said, it allows you the freedom to be able to run your business how you want to. Because, like I said, last week I had made some little tweaks on my pricing, and I want to talk about coveting other people's businesses. So, like, I had an opportunity to speak with this one host who said that he was charging $100, a flat rate of $100. And so, of course, I was looking at that and thinking that, hey, I should be charging that too. However, we're in different markets and I'm still new. So I did see that I was being the first top in the, in the search. After I started fooling around with the pricing, then I noticed that I was like, splashed around in there, and that the algorithm didn't give me any type of, I didn't have no, I wasn't special anymore. So I had quickly changed and fixed that. But I want to give this disclaimer too in the beginning here, because I do have a guest that's coming to the airport. So if I have to take a moment to stop here and push a button to let in my guests, the car that they're getting is on the Turo Go app, so I shouldn't have to do anything. But just in case there's any issues, I'll just tell y'all to just uh, mind me for a moment while I peek on here to make sure that that person gets in. So a good thing about this being this Turo host and having the contactless remote entry for your guests is that I'm able to be here and I have a guest picking up a car at the airport. So in the past, or not in the past, but some hosts that actually physically go to meet their guests and stuff, this would be a reason for that person to be outside, or having to go somewhere and actually physically meet a person. And one of the pros for doing the contactless entry is that you don't have to be actually physically meet that person, and two, you can actually scale it because I can let two, three, I can let multiple peoples yeah, I can let multiple people in, using this phone that could be in two different locations. Okay, so I am getting a message here from my guest. Let me just check it here. So whenever you get any type of information from Turo, you're going to get a text and an email at the same time. So I checked the on the Turo app, and so she's saying that she's uploaded a picture. Can I unlock the car, please? Let me see here. I'm going to tell her she needs to use the Turo Go app because she didn't verify her license with me. So I'm going to say, you have to use the Turo Go app. Please use the Turo Go app. Please use Turo Go app. Please use the Turo Go app. And I'm going to send that out to her because she might be trying to get in early too. Please use the Turo Go app. Sorry, y'all. But this is an important thing because, the trip has to be covered under the insurance. So if she is to use the Go app, app to unlock the door. Yeah. Tell me she don't know how to use her phone. Well, anyway, so she is saying that she doesn't know how to use her phone. However, she has verified her self for me. I don't know what to do in this moment here. Um, hmm. I don't know. Anybody have any suggestions? I'm going to say, I'm going to tell her to confirm to submit a change on here so she can ask for it because otherwise I can't do this on the Turo Go app. No, ma'am. Yeah, so that's how I'm going to handle that. um, this is a little bit different because this lady, her trip doesn't start until 10, so it's only 9:24. So yeah, she's supposed to use the Turo Go app to use the phone. I'm gonna just try and text her through it. Yeah, yeah, it's right here. Go to details. Go to details. Anyway, so I'm so sorry, y'all. I did want to give a disclaimer to tell you that I might be having this issue here, and here is a challenge because technically her trip isn't it's on the Go app, so I'm not allowed to, not supposed to let her in with that. She's got to do it herself, and so I'm gonna just do that because it's not it's a Turo Go app, and she hasn't verified herself the correct way. And yeah, so meanwhile, back at the ranch, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really know how I feel about this. It's happening in live time here. I don't know. I'm going to say no because it's not my, she's supposed to do this on her own. It's a Turo Go app, and if anything else, I'll just tell her to. Let me see here. She left another message. In details, it says, you will open the door for me. Let me just try to see if I can shoot her a screenshot of the message here, because that is not how this is going to work, lady. I just, just ain't how this goes. All right, so I'm go here, send her a screenshot that says, where this is supposed to go. I'm gonna because I don't know what to do here. Take picture. All right, so I'm sending her a screenshot. No, sending her a from photo gallery screenshot. There. All right, hopefully she got that. She's still messaging me. Maybe it's not there because I'm early. Yes. That is correct. So she's knowing that it's not open. That's correct. It's not letting her in because she's there early. I'm going to tell her that she could modify the trip in there. All right, so let's see here. You can modify the trip to change the time to 9:30. Let's see. And I will confirm it. Okay, sorry y'all, but I did give y'all that little disclaimer. So, as a Turo host and me being open 24/7, sometimes got to do that. So, like I said, I had this guest coming in from the airport. Her trip was set to start at 10 p.m. The car that she rented from me, my Ford Explorer, is one that is on this Turo Go app, and the Turo Go app allows the guests to be able to use their app to open up the car. However, she's trying to get in there early. That's why it's not open. So I just messaged her to tell her to go to the details, the trip detail. I know y'all can't see this. Anyway, so there's the details tab, and you go there and modify the trip. And then that way, too, because they're not going to be covered under the insurance if they enter into the vehicle early. So everything has to be, legit and on the Turo platform. So, okay, so here she's just sent me a message. Okay. Just saying thank you. So she's going to, okay, here we go. Okay. So I confirmed it. And this should allow her to be able to get into the car. That way, I'm not doing anything that's going to jeopardize my coverage if she, has any type of problems by me overriding the system and letting her in to my vehicle. So that just happened. I just confirmed her. She changed the time to 9 p.m. And so again, it should show her that this is a Turo Go app, and she should be able to get in the vehicle without any difficulties. So let's see. So who do we have? Any folks out here in the chat tonight that have any questions about this here Turo? And I know I haven't really said too much because I was just trying to keep an eye out on the guests. I wouldn't like for anybody to just be waiting outside for me. So that's why I wanted to let y'all know that I might have to take a little small looky down here at this here to make sure that nobody's waiting for me. But the good news is that shortly after I changed the pricing on there, I was able to get booked. So today was a pretty interesting day because I was able to come through for some people at the airport who said that the rental car company, they had a reservation. However, the rental car company canceled it due to hurricane in Florida. So that kind of sucks, especially if you already had your flight ticket and all that stuff, to get to your destination, and your planned vehicle that you had already booked, it's been canceled. So that kind of sucks for you. However, the good news is that if you're coming here to Montgomery, you could just rent one of my vehicles on the Turo platform. So I'm just super excited about Turo. As a matter of fact, I had a great little conversation with a friend of mine. People are really getting interested in this, as especially seeing a person who did have a good paying job actually functioning and actually really doing something. So it kind of helps to encourage other people that may have like a middle income to consider that, especially if you're frustrated and you've been wanting to leave your job. However, been accustomed to generating a certain amount of money, could make it a little bit difficult. So I'm assuming that she got in here because I haven't heard anything back. Let me just peek and make sure I don't have any messages from her. Okay, so she said thank you. And another way that I can check if they got in here or not, I'll go to my Ford app and I'll check the GPS to see if they, if the car is moving or something like that. So I'm looking, see here. All right. So I'm pretty positive that this that this person has gotten into the car. Okay. So, and the Ford app. I'm really happy with this Ford app because it shows all 8 of my Fords on here. Just maybe a week or so ago, I had I got an alert that my Ford Explorer, the first one, was coming up with the maintenance. So other reasons too, I know what I want to talk about. The pros and the cons of getting the newer vehicles. All right. So like if y'all know that I got all new cars because I'm not, gifted with taking care of cars and or maintenance and all that good stuff, or even knowing when things are supposed to be done. So the good thing is on this here Ford app, it totally tells everything. It tells me when it's time to change, the tire rotation, change the oil, all those scheduled maintenances, and those things are free. I did make a little small video. However, all of the features that they said it was supposed to be available weren't. Like there was supposed to be a pickup and delivery of the cars, but that didn't happen. I really think too, because nowadays a lot, it's hard to get people to work. So people don't want to work. So a lot of services that, used to be offered, those are things of the past, and those things aren't offered anymore because you just don't have enough people to be able to make it happen. So, so tonight I'm going to talk about the money. So this here is just the first week, not even the full first week of October, and I'm just excited because I've already have upcoming earnings and earnings to already. I've made more than what I did for September. Yeah, so I'm super excited. So let me just go ahead and make y'all a quick little show. So a quick little show so you can see here what this earnings is looking like for the first week in October. This is coming by so quick. Let's see, present, share screen. I don't know why they changed the name. It used to say share, but now it's saying something about present. So I'm sharing the screen here. As you can see, my total earnings are $8,460 for 22. And I started here in July. And my first month, with even the gaps and all the little stuff in there. I was the Explorer was on a restriction for 11 days and all that good stuff. And then here I made a little bit more in August. In August, the cars only had two, and then one I part of the first part of August, the Explorer was still on this little restriction. And then I had a vacation up in there. And then I was summoned for jury duty. I was summoned for jury duty, and I thought I was going to have to be on this. So I put the cars on hold because, again, I was stressed out about if I could run the business correctly. But as you can see here in September, $2,700 was my coming out was my little thing there. So I'm just excited because I didn't even hover over to October, but as of now, the earnings and the potential already more than the 2,700. So I'm super duper excited, and that's with I think at least two or three of the cars that didn't have anything on for October, and that's just starting to fill up. So I'm excited because I really think that this month is going to be a very monumental month as far as like monies. Like it's going to be something big, something never seen before. I've never seen these kind of numbers before. So I'm super excited because once these things are kind of organized and situated, and I see that I'm actually managing these cars, my goal is to start to grow the fleet with some different cars, like maybe some electric cars and stuff. We have here greetings from Nerida. Thank you, Nerida. She's one of my best good people from way back in the day. And Nerida, I saw that one video that you put out there. Very good with dropping videos on technical stuff, on and the thumbnails too. Thank you so much. If y'all check out the thumbnail for this video, I really enhanced my skills from tutorials from Miss Nerida. She's very gifted at that. So Nerida, you can also drop your channel. I'm sure you're gifted to know how to do that in this here chat, so people can go over there and see how you get down doing stuff right on your phone too. So there's no excuse for why you can't put up a video. You can do a lot of stuff on your phone, and she's got some great little tutorials with some catchy music too to help ease the pain. You are very welcome. You're very welcome. You helped me a lot too. If y'all go back and look, y'all can see those corny thumbnails that I used to really get down with. And like I said before on another video, I'm one of those people that, I'm kind of dyslexic. So some things don't really, focus, or I'm able to see it, right? But Narrative was able to really focus me so I could see like how to add things or how to play with lights and all those kind of things, so I can see the difference. And I feel very confident that my thumbnail skills has really increased, that I feel proud of it, and I know how important the thumbnails are. So that's a good thing to do tutorials and stuff like that. It's very helpful. I'm all about helping people, putting out information and stuff like that. So you are very welcome, Nader. And thank you for your support. Nader has been supporting me from a long time. So here we are again. And did I finish showing all of the things? I know what I wanted to do. Okay, I know. I had a very important question. I was faced with a little small dilemma. So last week, it was really busy, and in the process of me getting some cars back, one of the guests brought a car back, and the gas wasn't on full. Also, the guest had left something in there, so I had to, do some extra stuff on there. And I wanted to charge for the gas. However, I made a decision not to, because it wasn't, like, obviously it was enough gas in there. He didn't put enough gas up in there, but because I was concerned about getting my 5 stars, I kind of swept it under the carpet because the person indicated that they would be like a repeat customer. So I figured I just would not. And what I wanted to ask was, is it wise to charge a guest for every little thing? Like, there was another guest who brought the car back, and I was suspicious that they had pets in there, because it was, even my allergies was all worked up. But I was really having to change the attachments on the vacuum cleaner to get up all of the fur, which, to me kind of showed it was a pet. And then, because I have a dog too, right? A little, not a little dog, but a big puppy. And I put him in the car with me sometimes. And, they do the thing with the paws and stuff like that. There's just certain little patterns that look like that in the car. So part of me wanted to charge a little fee, but I'm thinking, like, these could be repeat customers. And then part of this is, like, cleaning. Some of this is just part of the things that you're going to have to just accept when you're in this business. Like, I think it would make it worse, because everybody doesn't do that. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Drop a 1 in the chat if you think you should charge the guests for every little thing. If you are suspicious that they had a pet in there, you should charge them. Or put a 2 in there if you think you should just kind of just chalk it up as part of the cleaning experience that you're going to have to go through with the cars. But I just decided I didn't do that. And then that person ended up booking again this week. So if I had, it would have made for kind of a, I wouldn't have got the follow-up business, maybe. I don't know. All right. So Narrative says, but do you want repeat customers that don't respect your policy? That is a very good point. That's a very good point. Yes. So I guess, and Nader also said once, you're going to drop a 1 in that chat for that. I guess it would depend on what rule they infracted. Like, if that's true. I don't know. That's a tough one there, because, I don't know. I guess I'll see when this guy brings it back, if it's like a pattern, him not bringing the gas back, or, I don't know. That's a tough one. I felt like I kind of, I don't know. And it could have been too, because I was still a little fearful when I saw that I wasn't getting any bookings after I had changed the prices. And so I don't know. I think sometimes when we're just starting off, we may be more, just more letting things go, because we're trying to, get the business running, and we don't want to risk running off customers, or things like that. Sometimes we just kind of take a little bit more than we should to please the customers. And so I don't know. That's what I did. And so I'm assuming the lady got off up in there, because I haven't heard back from her. So there we go. That was good. That was good. So my next thing isn't until tomorrow. So what I did today was I got myself ahead of the game. I had one extra booking that came in, so I already got those cars up there and parked. So in the morning time, I have one that I'll have to wash in the morning that came back today. So I'll wash it in the morning, and then it has to be at the airport by afternoon, which, like I said, everything else, I already have 3 other cars at the airport. Then I watch this one, take it up there. And, well, actually 2 now, because one just got booked up. So getting prepared the day before is very important, especially if you're trying to do this as a solo act, because, it's a lot to coordinate and to make sure that you got the cars where they're supposed to be, on time and ready to go. Let's see here. Don't be like Tony and give it all away. Did Tony give anything away? He was the one that got me trying to charge more. Don't be like Tony and give it all away. Shoot, what did Tony give? He was charging the people. I was trying to be like him and get more money. But let's see here. Wow, you're super busy. Yes, I am super busy with all the cars and stuff like that. However, yet today was kind of a fair day because it wasn't a lot of turnover and stuff. So I was able to do the moving around of the cars and stuff because tomorrow is going to be the busy day. And so that's why it's kind of important to get a jump start. So I keep track of my calendar and get a calendar on your Turo app. And then also, like I had told y'all about the car sync. The car sync is great because it shows your whole fleet. So if you have more than one car, you can see the calendar of the whole fleet, and it makes it easier to be able to see when you have like a whole day off or how much time you have in between the bookings. Like sometimes the cars are booked scheduled to come back and then scheduled to go out in the same day, like with maybe a 3 or 6 hour window in between, the bookings. So if you don't keep up with your calendar, then you could, be in a problem where, your car you didn't turn the car over to get them clean. So that's why whenever a car comes back, unless it comes back late at night, I like to get it clean, washed and clean immediately. Wash, clean, and then I go take it to my local drop off point. And then that way, if somebody books it and goes to the airport, I just go to the local spot, pick up the car, and take it to the airport. But at least I'm able to keep my driveway and everything clear of all these extra cars because putting it at the drop off spot. And I'm just hoping I'll be able to get away with the drop off spot for an extended period of time before if I'm ever questioned about it. But like I said, this small town, and for whatever it's worth, there's plenty of space out here and plenty of room, so I haven't had any problems. Now I did drop that link, and Tony did assure me that he was going to come back up here and talk because I had some questions. He did leave a video earlier today. I'm talking about, he's on a vacation, and I wanted to ask. He said he closed his business down for the vacation time, and I was curious to know if it hurt his business. Because I know, like I said, the first 2 months, July, there was issues, and then at the end of July, I had went on vacation, so I had put the cars on hold and stuff like that too. And I know that whenever you play with the calendar or the prices or something like that too, sometimes you may get skipped in the algorithm. Like it doesn't, it won't, you won't get any bookings. I noticed that the bookings are slow. Have a question here from Nerda. She says, how much is Car Sync? Car Sync is free. It's free, it's free, it's free, which is, great. It's a great little free service. And, it allows you to look at your Turo dashboard in a easier, more approachable way. Everything's not all splashed out. I like how it kind of makes everything real tight and easy to watch, easy to see. Let's see what CarSync is doing. Like I said, the booking started to come back, but it's really been kind of a trickle effect, like nothing super big. Because I still have one car that doesn't then no one's booked it. I still have the Black Explorer that just came back, and it hasn't gone back out yet. So um, I don't know. I still think that touching touching the prices may have been a mistake. Kind of say, "Ooh, this is sad." Here, let me share the screen here. This is the analytics. It's slow. This is supposed to be the football season. What happened? Where's all the people at? Ain't nobody booking nothing. Look at this here. 34%. This is the demand. It could be because it's late at night. It's 9:50 and the demand is low. However, what is this? Wednesday. It's still not that high. So Friday's only scheduled for like 44%. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, so there's a new car. So we're up to 34. So maybe someone else has added another car on there. Yes, the thing's growing pretty quick, pretty quick, pretty quick. So now's a great time to get in on this little ground level, and I'm excited because now I feel like I'm ready to even put some more cars on there. I'd like to get 10 to make that like a package, something I could show. Here's a way that a one person could manage a fleet of 10 cars. Because so far I'm doing fairly well with my with the ones that I got on here. And I don't have any updates on when the work's getting ready to get started on these cars here. However, trying to do both the front office and the back office as far as like cleaning and then doing this business part, I am kind of struggling on that. And, I need to really encourage myself and do a little bit better with it. I think what my issue is, and I don't know if this is bad or good, but I tend to spend the time getting the cars ready first. Like I don't want to say, okay, I'm going to go here and do all this here paperwork stuff when, especially if the cars have bookings and stuff. So when they come back, I like to just go ahead and get that work out of the way first, which it's been working out good for me because when I do get those instant bookings, I'm not like all stressed out, like, oh crap, this car still, is dirty and stuff. Especially when people are driving far away. I don't know how or why, those bugs or whatever to get on there. So, it's really important to get those cars cleaned immediately so it's not all, scrubby trying to get it off there and stuff like that. But that's why I like to just go ahead and get it done because sometimes, especially if they've gone to the beach and that sand, like that's a lot of vacuuming and changing up the attachments in order to get it all out. And some people some people go to the beach, so I like to give myself 1.5 to 2 hours to clean the cars because I like to make sure that they are really clean because I feel real good when I get those reviews and people are talking about how clean the cars are and how detailed and stuff like that. I get that word a lot. Thank you for detailing the car, and it's a lot of work. It's not easy, and I'm just very proud of that I don't take shortcuts or just be like, okay, well, giving them a story about anything like that. And thank you guys. Welcome to you guys who are coming in here. Here's Treya, welcome to the Real Estate Apostle channel. And channel is dedicated to helping middle-aged adults like myself overcome the fear of leaving behind your job to start your business. We talk about business here on Turo platform, which has been the business that has been successful for me. I am also a licensed real estate agent, and I do plan on to bridge these two together and do more things in real estate. However, I'm just focused right now on Turo because Turo has been the gate opener for me. It's been the thing that has allowed me to say that I have my own business. The first thing that's actually, works. So I'm super duper excited about it. Also, I'm with Seven Figures, and I have my banner up here. Booyah! All right, so I'm with Seven Figures also. It's a okay. Thank you. I was about to clown you anyway. I'm gonna be bringing to y'all in just a moment my special guest, and I'm proud that he did the homework that I gave him a couple of days ago. So without further ado, I'm gonna help me welcome and bring to the stage Tony.
Hey,
What's my view? There we go. How
hey,
you
how you doing?
been?
Been good.
You been good? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you was a little late on the homework. So what happened with that?
Oh man, I've been busy.
You been busy?
Yeah,
Busy doing what?
working.
Tell me
getting
about it.
car
Like, how you
just
been spending your day?
well, I'll tell you. So me taking that week off really kind of like it just put me behind
Okay.
basically trying to get all the cars clean because it got dusty, dirty, maintenance. I needed like oil change and tires and brakes, and my birthday being September, all my cars expired the end of September, so I had to go renew my tags, eat one at a time. That was a process, renewing 17 cars,
Yeah.
getting tags renewed,
I know,
maintenance,
making sure
cleaning
you
the
put the
car.
right one.
Yeah. So it's been challenging. I've been busy. Been busy.
You said you took the time off, because that's really tough as a business owner, because you're the whole deal. So like, if you
Yeah.
take a vacation, sometimes things suffer. I know I took a vacation, but it was in the beginning of me starting this, and but I noticed, when you're not there, you're not there. You're all of the above. So
Yeah. And I kind of wish now, honestly, I kind of wish I would have like stayed open, just had somebody run it from me, because when I looked at my end of the month, my earnings, I made a lot less this past month where I normally make every month. So I kind of wish I kind of would
wow.
have kept it open and had somebody run it from me while I went, to Vegas.
Yeah.
Because I normally, like I said, I normally average about 30,000 a month, and this past month I think I only made like let me see, hold on. But it was a big drop because me being closed for that whole week, you know.
Yeah, a whole week. So do
Yeah.
you think Narrative says happy belated
Thank you,
birthday.
thank you, thank you.
Yep. So, do you think that, 'cause like what I try to do, now since I'm like doing everything, I try to find where there's a space in there, and then I just use it as my day off. Like, I try not to say, okay, I'm going to take this day off or take that day off. I look and see when time permits. Like I said, last week I had Thursday off, or kind of part of the Thursday off. So I used that day to do, my massage, anything that I want to do for myself, or if I wanted to try and take a vacation, maybe, because there are times when like all of the cars are out, and maybe, I don't know, in the future to, just try to say like, if you have some days off, be a time to take the vacation.
Yeah. With me, I don't have a vacation. I don't have a break. I don't have a days off. Like I'm open
Oh,
every day. I'm
yeah.
open 7 days a week, and I'm pretty booked consistently. So it's like I really don't have a time. Really, the only time that I have is when I close at night. So I changed my hour. I was available 24/7, but then I had no life, so I changed it to 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. So that kind of helped. So that
Hmm.
after 9 p.m. I'm pretty much done for the day.
Oh.
Um,
And
so
did that affect your business too? Like, I was
uh,
just, when I got started here, I was waiting for somebody at the airport. So I was, kind of texting and talking with her. And the airport that I'm close to, they're either early mornings or late night flights. So if I closed at 9, I would be missing out on some of the airport nighttime pickups, because those people usually book the car, pick up at 10 or 11. So
yeah, I
did
got
you
you.
see that affected you when you put the
Um,
parameters of
honestly,
hours?
no, it did not. It didn't really affect me at all. Honestly, because let's see, when I first started, I was 24/7, but I was also doing it from my home. So I would either people would come to my house and pick up the cars, or I would deliver it to the airport late at night or early in the morning. But when I end up getting moving to my shop in like March, I knew I didn't want to get up out of the bed and drive to my shop and meet somebody
Okay.
at midnight, you know.
Right.
And so when I scaled down to 9 to 9, it's I didn't really it didn't really affect me at all. Like
Oh,
I was
okay.
still pretty booked, you know, still pretty booked.
With repeat
Especially
customers?
both repeat
Okay.
customers and new
You
customers.
get new
Both.
customers too?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So March was like, believe it or not, March was actually the busiest month I had so far this year because of spring break.
Spring
Spring break, a
break.
lot of people traveling, college and high school and stuff. People traveling for spring break. So I was really pretty much really busy March. That was the busiest month I had so far this year. So, and that's when I actually changed my hours too. And so business didn't really slow down. And then going into May and June, you know, it was the summer, and I was still pretty consistent, you know, pretty booked. So changing the hours didn't really affect me at all. And but I noticed I noticed what kind of did slow down though was changing my what do you call it, the time, the instant booking. Like, you know how you
Uh-huh.
can set, you can set like 1 hour in advance notice,
Right.
3 hours, 6 hours.
Uh-huh. What's your
So
time?
so now currently I'm on 3 hours. I'm on three
Okay.
hours as far as the advance booking, and then 3 hours as far as in between bookings. So I did three because when I was doing the 1 hour, it
Oh,
was
I never did 1 hour.
yeah, I
Woo!
started off in 1 hour, and that was crazy because
Yeah.
I'd be out doing something, or I'd be out having lunch, or I'd be some just doing something, and then said no, somebody book a car the same
Yeah.
day
You'll be
in
there
one
in
hour.
20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. So I had to stop what I'm doing, and I had to run to the shop and
Yeah.
make sure the car's clean and the gas is full, and take pictures before
Okay.
they come and get the car. So it was
Right.
a lot. It was very stressful.
Yeah.
And then I changed it to 6 hours. And when I did the 6 hours, I noticed
Slow
that
down, huh?
it slowed down some because a lot of people did not want to wait, that long to for like same day bookings.
Yeah.
So I figured that 3 hours was like the sweet spot, the perfect spot, in the
Yeah.
middle.
I do 3 hours too. I do three
Yeah.
hours too. Because I noticed that happened to me once before too. Even I had it on the 3 hours. They had booked it in like an hour and a half. I had just picked it up and I was washing it, and then I ding ding ding, they'll pick the car up and then in like an hour and a half. So I'm like trying to quickly rush and get it there, and this is how I didn't take enough pictures. You know how they tell you to take so many pictures and stuff, and I
Yep.
had did the
Yeah.
research, and other Turo hosts said take pictures, take enough pictures. And then after the first few trips, you don't, you've been told to take the pictures, but you don't really know why until you didn't take enough pictures, and they say you didn't take a picture of that before it happened, and this
Yeah.
person brought the car back half empty, and I hadn't taken a picture of the gas pre-trip because I was
Uh,
booked it so
uh,
quick, and it had just came back, and I was doing a switcheroo with another person, so I was juggling, and I neglected to take the pre-pick of the full tank. So when they brought the car back with the half a tank, and I take the pick, send it up with the half tank, they're like, "Hey, what happened to the pre-deal?" But
yeah.
luckily, the car had just got accepted on the Turo Go app, and it shows exactly what the gas. So I ended up getting reimbursed. However, it was a lesson for me in not taking enough pre-pics. Like
Yeah.
take a lot. Like now I take pics of the visors after the makeup fingers and I did, you know what I mean? So now I take pictures of that. Not all the time, but I try to remind myself to take pics of that stuff all the time, because the time when and if it does happen, having those pre-pics is super important if you want to get reimbursed.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So how many pics do you take, when you first do it?
Um, so honestly, I only take about 6 pictures. I only take like six. Yeah, I only take 6 pictures. The reason why is I pretty much I take a picture of the front of the car, the back, the driver's side, the passenger side, the miles, and the odometer. So I don't be able to take 6 pictures before and after every trip. I just do 6.
Oh, so you just like if they mess up your interior, you cool with that? You not
Yeah,
trying to.
yeah. I mean,
Okay, because
I
I had
mean,
asked that earlier. I had put said, put a one in the chat if you feel like you don't need to try to charge them for every little thing because a couple weeks ago I had somebody bring back the car. I was suspicious that they had pet in there because I had to use multiple attachments on my vacuum to get up all this fur. And I'm
yeah,
like, my allergies was all kind of worked up, and I felt like it was fur in there, but I didn't
yeah.
say anything. I know there's a space that you can charge for that, but I didn't want to feel like I'm charging guests for every little nickel and dime something when part of, sometimes you just have to clean, that's just part of the thing. But so you're not even you're not if they put the makeup hands on, oh, but you got black interior and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not cool with it, but I don't but it's like I have I have dealt with customers had like, a dog in the car before, and they left like it was a whole bunch of like dog hair in the car. I dealt with somebody who had like a burnt hole in my seat. Um and some of the cars like dirty or smells. So I dealt with stuff like that, but I just I don't know. I guess I just be because I have so many cars and I be pressed for time. I normally just take my exterior photos. I just walk around, take a picture of each angle in the car, and then
uh,
I just get the gas and just the miles so I can know just to have a proof that the gas is full and the
right.
mileage, and then
But if they dinged your rims, then what? You
yeah,
just
I know, yeah, because I so about that. So like there's a lot of vehicles that have curb damage, like where they hit the curves on my rims, tires, stuff like that, and basically it's got to the point where it happens so frequent and so often that I don't even know like who to blame, and I kind of just was like,
that's
but
why
the
you got
hell
to
with
take
it.
those pics.
Yeah, I know, but it's
Because
just
at the end of the day, at the end of the year, your profit and loss, if you
yeah,
some of that stuff you got to write off,
yeah,
like
I know, yeah,
take those
yeah,
pics. Don't let them do you that way.
yeah, yeah,
I know,
yeah,
I know what you're saying because, like I said, that's how I got caught up too. Because it was the first day where I felt like I was juggling. I had felt I had upsold, right. This one lady, she had rented out the edge. I hate when they book one day and then they keep extending. So
yeah.
she
I hate
had,
that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
come on, just get the thing. What you gotta do here? So she kept nickel and diming, but the car that she had, the edge, my best seller, was already booked, and so I was like trying to get it back, a day before, so I could wash it and not, try to do it all in one day. So I tell her I have an Explorer. If she want to rent that, bring back the edge because it already had a trip. So she brings back the edge and she gets the Explorer. So I'm excited. The first time I did any deal like that, I got the lady to agree she's gonna come back and change it out. So when she gets the Explorer, I just get excited. I get the edge and I just drive home. I don't check it in. I don't take it in the pics. I don't do any of that stuff. So then when I take it home and I start washing it, I get the ding that they done already booked it out. So I got an hour and a half to get it back to the drop spot. So when I get it back to the drop spot, the person who instant booked it, I didn't, I just took a couple of pics and, I'm running home. And so when they brought the car back on E, when I went to, fill out the little claim, that's when I recognized that, damn, I did not take enough pics. I didn't take the pic. It's not there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's best to just go ahead and take your time and just take as many pics as possible because even when you think you've taken enough pics, somebody ruined your, interior with something and then you didn't take the pic of it. It's
yeah,
like, take the pics. But I know it is time consuming. It's a time consuming process. And then your phone is polluted with all these pics. Even if you
yeah,
take the pic in the app, it's still it's still on your phone.
Yep, on your phone. Yep,
You have to
yep,
spend like hours just going through there, delete, delete, delete,
yep.
delete. I wish it was something where you could just push one button and wipe it all out, but there's nothing like that. Is
Yeah.
there anything like that? No.
I don't. Not that I know of.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
hmm You have an iPhone,
I don't. I actually have a
an Android.
So yeah.
Okay. Next question. Now I have to change my opinion of you. An Android.
Yeah.
So what else is new then? When you got back, you had to dust off all your cars, and
Um.
you still excited about Turo, or is like now
Yeah.
you are?
Yeah. I'm
So
still.
what's your
Yeah.
actual anniversary? When did you start? You said a year, but what?
Started. Let's see. It was like. It was like June. It started like June of last year, June of 2021.
Oh, okay. So you made just right over just a year. Okay.
Yep. Yep. It was in June I had went to Miami Memorial weekend of last year, and that's how I met the host on Turo, who I basically rent the car from, and he kind of told me about it. So that was May last year, and when I came back
Mhm.
home from my vacation, was when I decided to try it out. So it was like in June.
Okay. Cool. And now you just been cleaning up ever since, huh,
Yeah,
Mister
expanding
Tony
expanding
Lucky?
the fleet and yeah, and just been promoting
So
and
what are your plans now? Okay, because you're pretty good with what you have, or are you ready to what are you gonna do? You trying to change over your fleet, or you just trying to add more cars?
yeah, a little bit of both. So my plans is I'm gonna wait until next year because it's already October. So I'm just gonna kind of see how this next 3 months do. And by the end of this year, I'm gonna kind of see which cars perform better than others, and kind of see how many miles I got in these cars, and kind of see which ones I want to keep, which ones I want to get rid of, and I'm gonna basically sell. I trade in a few of the cars, and the cars got the most miles on them or the least performing cars, and then trying to get more cars to add to my fleet as well. So I'm gonna do a little bit both. Basically, I'm gonna expand, get more cars, and then trade in the cars with the most miles and are the least performing cars.
Right.
So I can kind of yeah. So because right now is like this past weekend um, was my first weekend back open since came back from vacation, and like
Meredith
I was
says
so I was
Team
I was so
Android.
done. Team Android.
You got one. So she also says, "Good night, all. I look forward to the replay." All right. Thank you. And she also put in here too. All money ain't good money. That was for earlier when we were talking
Oh
about
yeah, yeah,
opening up there. Good night, Narada, and thank you for your comments. She's also, I guess, an Android supporter.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that's interesting, though. I feel you on that. So now, especially now, since you got your LLC, what month did you start that?
It was almost a year ago. It was like it was like October. It was like September, October of last year. So it was
Okay,
almost it
cool.
was almost it was last year. A few months after I already started.
Okay,
So
cool, cool, cool. And you say you do Airbnbs too. Have you been marketing your Turo to your guests in your Airbnb?
no, I haven't. I
No.
haven't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
So
haven't.
what are you looking at like for that too? I'm also a realtor, so if you're interested in some real estate here in Montgomery, Alabama, we
Okay.
got to be happening here. We're building a water park. Yeah. And
Okay.
this here is
Okay.
the state capital, and we got a lot of Black history, good stuff happening here. The Rosa Parks Museum, all kind of, not super fun place to be, but it's some interesting things here. And there's
Okay.
money to be made here in Alabama. Some money to be made.
Okay.
Yeah, and you seem like a businessman looking for all kind of business
Oh yeah. Oh
opportunities.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
trying to have several multiple streams of income.
So you a
So
Virgo?
yep, Virgo. Yep.
Mm.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay then. So what else is new here? So
Well,
you there in you said Louisville,
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yep.
So that's where the horses and all that stuff is.
Yep. Kentucky Derby.
Okay, yeah, but so is it what like our kind of house? It's city type stuff or country
Yeah.
type stuff?
Yeah, it's a lot of people. A lot of people think that is country here, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not
Louisville,
okay.
Louisville, yeah, Louisville is like we have probably about 1 million population. We have you know, um, you know, we have a lot of stuff to do down here. There's a lot of people. We have like a downtown. The only thing we don't have is a professional sports team. Like we don't have like a professional NFL team, or NBA team, but we have
Okay.
like baseball and college.
Hmm. We got
College
a
is
little
real big.
baseball out here too. This
Yeah,
is
I
a
got
cool
baseball
place.
and
Anybody want to come out here to Montgomery? We got the biscuits and it's nice little small town, very wholesome and well not
yeah,
very wholesome, but kind of wholesome.
yeah,
It's a cool place to raise kids and really get ahead in life because things aren't that expensive out here. So you can buy property and all that stuff. But
yeah.
so you have a horse? You got a horse?
No, I don't have a horse.
Oh, did you grow up like with horses and stuff like that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's not. So you're saying the city? It's not the country life.
No, not at
You're not a
all.
good
No,
old
no,
country boy or nothing like that.
no,
You
not
fish?
at
You
all.
don't fish?
No, I don't fish.
You
Nope,
don't fish? How you gonna
nope.
be from the south and you don't fish? Well, what you got to do some kind of southern stuff? What you do?
uh,
No.
no, no,
Okay.
I don't fish.
Is that like something that the older people do, like young people? Y'all don't. Back in the day, that was something that especially if you come from the South, people expected you to fish or at
Yeah.
least farm or something like that. You grow any vegetables?
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
you just doing your Turo stuff, huh? Don't
Yeah.
let me mess with you. I'm just trying to shoot the breeze with you. I'm just excited too. I'm real proud that you actually put up those videos and stuff like that too.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
but you can put some stuff in your description box.
Okay.
You just post the video up there and don't tell us nothing about it. Put something
Okay.
in that
Uh,
description box.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
And communicate with us and let us know what's going on. People want to know what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm about to post. I'm about to post more videos, more content. Pretty much. So like, my goal is to try to. I'm gonna try to post a video probably. I'm not gonna say every day because that's kind of extreme, but I'm gonna try to post, videos more frequent, more often, because it'd be stuff that be going on, and I'd be like, man, it should be good content to put on YouTube, but I don't be having my GoPro camera with me because I got one of them GoPros, because that is it's better than using my phone. So a lot of times I don't be having my GoPro camera with
It
me.
don't even
And
matter because I just started using the camera, but all my
okay,
videos on the phone, especially in the ones that's not like a live one, it's all still phone. I still just use my phone.
okay,
So
okay,
don't give yourself an excuse because with like I said, you got to build it up. So you got to be consistent.
yeah,
People want to see that you touching it, and you can throw up those little shorts real easy. Those are easy, and people love those shorts. You can just a quick little update. You can be in your car. Hey, this here, and do the thing. Just keep doing something. You know what I mean? Because you
okay,
got an interesting story. Interesting
yeah,
story. So, what
yeah.
did you do when you got back and you saw that? It was kind of cold because you had taken that week off. What did you do to try to get things drummed up again?
And like I said, first thing I had to do was check each car and one by one, and I
Oh,
had
okay.
to pretty much, had to get an oil change and brakes and maintenance, and then I had to clean the cars that was dusty, sitting for a whole week, and so last week was like super busy, and then I was sold out this weekend, so all the cars went out this weekend, and then basically I went ahead and made me a job description, like a job
Oh
post
yeah.
on
Did you get
Indeed to
any
try to.
hits? Anybody
Yeah,
talk to
yeah, I
you?
got yeah. A lot of people was interested but when I called them, a lot of the people, a lot of the people I talked to was they already had a job. They want to do it like part time, or they didn't have a transportation, or they was too far away. It was something going on that that kind of prevent them from getting a job. But then I ended up finding somebody who he used to work for a car lot that detail cars,
Mm-hmm.
and he wasn't working right now and stuff like that. So he kind of worked out. So he came to the shop and we met up and did like a little interview with him and stuff. And so I got somebody now that is helping me like clean the cars. That
Okay.
kind of takes
I
one of the things I
know.
got to worry about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I
Cause
was
that's
just
my biggest burden too is the cleaning and washing of the cars.
yeah, because
Like
it
if
takes so
I,
long.
yeah, had
Yeah,
someone to do that. But the help that I've been getting is like sometimes I may need somebody to come pick me up from the airport to get me back to the house to get the next car and stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Have a ride. But for the most part, I've been trying to put it in a system so I could show people how to manage 10 cars by yourself. You know what I mean? Without
yeah.
needing any help because 10 cars is supposed to be around six figures. Would you say that you reached six figures when you got to 10 cars? Because you started off with one, went to three, and
Yep.
then what was your incremental growth?
Um, what's up? I have to look up, go back and see, but yeah, but I do know that with when I had 10 cars, and like I said, I charge $100 a day. Um, when I had all 10 cars go out, I know that I made basically $1,000 in one day. And so when I like on the weekend, if they booked the car for Friday, Saturday, basically 3 days, I was pretty much making like $3,000 a weekend with 10 cars.
Wow. Okay.
And so I have to go back and see what I made like in a month with 10 cars because I know I kind of jumped from like the one to the three, and then three to like 16,
Oh, okay,
really
got
fast.
you.
So I
Okay, so
have to
you really
see.
don't have the numbers for
Yeah, I don't
that
know. I gotta see.
because
Yeah, I
gotcha.
gotta. Yeah, because I went ahead and bought as many cars as I could in that short time frame
Right.
because I didn't want to before it hit my credit report. Before it hit
Right.
my credit.
Yeah, no, I was just saying
Um,
the other day that because I kind of stumbled under this. So just think if I was really conscious and mindful of it when I went and got the three cars from the one dealership, what if I went to two other dealerships and did that same thing? I
yep.
could have potentially left that day with like 10 cars. So
Yep.
in hindsight, I was thinking like, what if I had established those relationships with multiple dealerships? Because I got all eight of my cars from the same spot.
Yeah.
So if I
Yeah.
had
Which
went
I
to
which yeah, we're talking. I would say this. It is kind of good and bad. Like you can look at it both ways because some people I talk to they kind of tell me that was like, man, you they was like they love my hustle, my ambitions, but that was like you probably you went and bought too many cars in a too short period of time, and then now you got too much on your plate and you can't handle it. So I can kind of see it both ways because I did kind of instead of me gradually getting cars, one by one,
Mhm.
I kind of just jumped the gun and got a whole bunch of cars and not really know what I was getting myself into and kind of like, you know, basically, like I said, it kind of it can go either way, like I
Right.
said, because I mean, I don't know what it's like to only have, you know, 10 cars or less, under 10 cars,
Mhm.
and so I kind of just like I said, jumped the gun and went all in and got a whole lot of cars in a short period of time, and then try to do it, try to manage all of them, you know, at once, and which is hard. It is hard
Right.
and overwhelming sometimes.
Right.
Um,
Have you thought
so
about like putting some of them on different platforms like hire car or maybe finding like a long-term renter for 'em? Like what I
I had.
did with one of my cars, I have a long-term renter for that car, my convertible, because I was worried to put it on the platform. And then I didn't want to be feel like I'm pressured to keep up with these car payments. You know what I mean? So do
Mhm.
you feel like you have a lot of pressure because you've got a car payment for so many cars?
No, I don't feel like I have a lot of pressure, and no, I haven't considered what you just said, the other alternatives. I actually haven't even looked into other platforms besides Turo. I
Hmm.
haven't even looked at them or even
Like
considered them like that.
hire
Yeah.
car, for people like that use Uber, that drive Ubers, those kind of people, they rent for like a month or something like that. You can put them on for long terms, and because those are still your assets. And I understand like it would be hard if you had cars that's just sitting, they not pulling their weight as far as like to make the note. 'Cause I know that was one of my concerns too, but now that I see that, the cars, if they're out there, they usually at least make enough to make the payment and maintenance and insurance and all that stuff. And then I get a small profit. It's not a big sweeping profit. However, I'm still paying down this asset and I'm making a little bit of money too. And I'm growing my worth of the business. So,
Hmm.
I mean, having the cars is a good thing. And now that you have your LLC, maybe you could, when you go to get cars, you can use these your personal ones as the down payment to refresh your fleet or something like that. You got
Hmm.
some options, so it's good that you have all those cars. I wouldn't necessarily let any of those friends or the people, especially if they're not doing it. So it's hard for somebody to judge or give an opinion about something that they haven't done before. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
know, I can't even tell you about getting 16 cars. You know what I mean? All at once or whatever like that. So, because I haven't
Yeah.
done that, but I would take it with a grain of salt, any advice from someone who is still, working and didn't take a risk. You know what I mean? Like, because you're doing something that puts you in a whole different area. So,
Yeah.
cautious about who you take advice from or, accept advice from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what time is it? They say that when they have this little silent period like that, it's usually a quarter till something, but that's not that's not what happens. It's only 10:28.
Yeah.
So are you on the
It's a
East
lot.
Coast time there?
Yeah. Yeah. It's Eastern time here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
11. Yeah. It's 11:28 here.
Okay.
Yeah. And you just bring up a good point. Um, Dang, what was that? What was the last thing you just said? About it was something you just said. I was on the piggyback off of that. Um, oh yeah. So when you was talking about the car notes and everything and the pressure, like so, I don't. Basically, my mindset is as long as one of my cars rents out for pretty much like 4 or 5 days out the month, I know that I'm pretty much straight. I'm pretty much covered. And normally that's one customer. It's one customer basically. Renting the car for 4 days.
Right.
And so I don't really worry about that. Because most of my cars pretty much are booked consistently throughout the whole month. And then I have money put away, put to the side in case something was to happen. I can kind of afford to pay the car off or pay a couple months car notes, or I can always just sell it. I can always just sell the cars. So right now, used cars are still like in a high demand here.
Oh yeah, here
And
too.
so. Yeah, and people be asking me all the time, like, "Man, would you sell me one of your cars?" They be, want to buy it from me because all my cars is pretty nice and they're loud and it looks good
Yeah, and it's
they're
hard to buy cars, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
right,
And
yeah.
then not
So
too many people qualify for cars, so
correct, correct.
keep in
Yep,
mind it's real, very valuable that you have good credit and you have all this stuff. So,
yep,
keeping
yeah,
that's totally awesome. There's
yeah.
not
But
too
that's
many.
what I was thinking. Like if something was to happen and and it slows down, or if something was to happen, like I said, I was like I can always just sell the car, sell the car and pay it off.
Yeah.
It's
And then
it,
too, you can always ask for a business loan. Look at what you know what I
yep,
mean? I have 16 or 17 vehicles here.
yep,
Give me a loan. Like, I mean? You can you can ask for that because I have a working business here. You can show them your earnings and the potential, all the expected earnings and stuff like that, those
hmm,
bookings that you have in the future, stuff like that. And if that way you're not using or considering using your personal money.
yep,
You know what I
yep,
mean? Like if anything like happened, try to, go get some business, ask for more business loans. You know what I mean? Because I was
gotcha.
feeling that way too. And it's always a relief. Like I just, got some more business money when things are slow. Go get that, that way, you're not using your own personal stuff. And then because that could be kind of stressful. I know when I first started, trying to be an entrepreneur, I was using all my own personal everything. And then
Hmm,
after a while, when you start, and you don't get that paycheck, you know what I mean? Like the first couple of months when, the first few months when you got your bank account is fat and all that stuff. And then, no paycheck, a week go by, no paycheck, months go by, no paycheck. Then the fear starts to set in. I don't know if that happened to you, but probably not because you started doing the Turo thing and it was actually working. And when you seeing
hmm,
money come in, it kind of changed everything. But when I first started trying to be an entrepreneur, I was doing real estate and I wasn't, deals was falling out. So I wasn't seeing any type of money generating. And I was going through all kind of head trips, like, feeling like a failure, feeling feeling miserable that, I wasn't earning any money and I was getting, pretty scared because I was using all of my personal assets and stuff. So,
hmm,
you
yeah,
know, changing the game up by using business thing really puts a lot of pressure, takes a lot of pressure off of you. So
okay, I
yeah.
got
What's your focus now? What are you looking for? Since this year is closing out, we're getting ready to start off into the last quarter. Or we are in the last quarter.
you.
What's your, I know you had goals of hitting the 300,000 mark. Did this vacation throw you off far from that, or are you still close to hitting that?
Well, uh, it didn't throw me off, but it did kind of, like I said, I did notice a significant drop, decrease, last month with me taking that week off and not having any earnings for that 7 days. Um, so like it don't put like give it to you perspective. Like I said, I normally make about 30,000 a month, and then last month I only made like 16, so it was like half. But
Oh
I'm
wow.
still,
Okay.
yeah, but I'm still like 240 for the year,
Mm-hmm.
so it's still reachable. So I think I could still pretty much reach that goal. If I even if I do you know 20 this month, the next 3 months, I could still reach that
Gotcha.
goal. So it just but it did kind of throw me off because I missed out on so much money for that week. That
Right.
7 days.
Did you see that you're in the analytics for, I mean, for the search engine? Did you, since you was, on hold for that week, are you back at the top, or, as far as the search, or are they
Oh
still?
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm still at the top. Yeah, I'm still at the top. Mainly, yeah, I'm still at the top. Mainly because for one, because I'm an all-star host. I'm at the top, and then because with me doing the unlimited miles, and then with me doing the instant bookings, the instant booking. So pretty much anytime somebody search for a car in the city, I'll pop up first. You know, I'm still like at the top just because I have so many cars and so many trips. You know, so many like bookings.
Right. You got
So
a
I know.
1,000 trips?
Yeah, now like 1,100 now. More like
Dang.
1,100. Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
like what each car having like 30, 40, 50 trips? Like
Oh
what's
no, more than that. No, more than that. So like one of my cars, my Dodge Durango RT, the first car I had when I first started with, I
uh-huh.
actually just hit 100 trips with that car. So that car alone got 100 trips.
What?
Yep, it's
I'm about
100
to look you up. Let me see here. Kentucky.
trips.
So let me see here. Kentucky. All right. I'm
Yeah,
about to see here. So I'm gonna see if you pull up here as the I see one of these here vehicles that belongs to Tony. So is it gonna say Tony or what?
yeah, yeah. You should see my name and you should see my face. Should pop up. And then you're gonna know too because all my cars, you're gonna see it has the same
Look
background, the
for a
same
black
photo.
car then.
Yeah,
I all I know is I just popped up here for Kentucky.
did you do
And
Louisville?
no, let me see
Yeah,
here.
make sure you do Louisville because
How do you spell Louisville?
uh Louisville.
Airport? No, no, Kentucky. I see it.
Yeah.
You have a Honda Accord?
Nope.
Well, see, look, let me share the screen real quick because they see that's what I'm saying. Like this algorithm, they probably didn't this booted you down here because you took off a week. That's how they did me when I tried to raise the price. All of a sudden, I was
Now,
like
now,
way at
now
the
here's the
bottom.
now here's the thing too though.
What?
Depend on the dates. What dates did you put in?
I just put the 7th through the 10th.
Okay, now,
See it?
so I'm gonna tell you, yeah, I can see your screen. Yeah, it's pretty cool how you doing that
Which
too.
one is you?
You got the tick right there. Boom. You see
This
that right
here?
there?
This
Yep.
Mustang?
Yep. Yep. Click on that.
69 trips?
Yep.
Wow.
And
Okay, now
and
you
but
can't see this part though. I can see it, but
oh,
you can't
okay.
see.
But
Okay,
if you
here,
go
All
ahead and go,
Star. Ooh, you got 1,200 trips, 1,201 trips.
wow. So I didn't
Yep,
even know that. So I'm at
yep.
1,200
You
now.
still
Wow.
5 star. Let me click on here and see these here vehicles. Then I'm gonna reshare it so everybody else can see too.
But what I was getting ready to say is uh, when you put in those dates,
Uh
you said the
huh.
7th to the 10th.
Yeah.
One reason why I probably did not pop up first, or why the car is because most of my cars are pretty much booked for this weekend. So
Okay.
a lot of my
I got
car,
you.
yeah, so a lot of my cars is already booked from like tomorrow to like for the weekend. So
Right.
it's only going to show pretty much what's left. You
What's
know,
left over?
uh
Yeah,
huh.
I feel you. I know how that go. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna show off your fleet here. All right, let's see here. Antonio's fleet here. Am I
Yep, that's me.
sharing? That's you there?
Yep.
All right, so you have a Dodge Durango,
Yep, that's the
2000, 100 trips.
yeah, that's what I was telling you about. That's what I was talking about. That's the first car. That's the first car that I had. So that was the very first vehicle that I had. I first started off with.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
a
and
lot of trips.
yes,
$100 a day too. Okay, so
yeah.
2016 Mustang, 69 trips, 87 trips for this Camaro. See a Dodge Challenger. Is that snow?
Yes,
It snows
yes,
where
that's
you're
right.
at? You
Yes,
live
it
in
does.
snow?
Yes,
Mm,
it does.
I guess I won't be coming to visit you. I did not know that. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
Oh no, snow? No way. A Jeep, okay, and more Jeeps. A Ram truck. That's a nice truck.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. So y'all not gonna be able to see this. I click off into another screen, but okay. I see your little slingshot. So the slingshots only had 21 trips. Is that your latest edition?
Yep.
The
Just got it.
slingshot.
Yep. I just got it this summer. Just got it.
Well, cool. That's
But if you
awesome.
notice, but if you notice, like I said, all my cars are the same price.
Mm-hmm.
All of them is black. All of them
Yeah.
has the same background, that rooftop background, and all of them it has the unlimited miles.
All right. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. So you see, so like I said, and then you notice that like I said, the cars that I had the longest, has the most trips.
Yeah.
And the car and the reason why I got, if you notice too, I got almost two of every vehicle. So I have two convertibles, two trucks, two Jeeps, two Dodge Chargers, two Challengers, two Durangos.
Mm-hmm.
So I pretty much bought two of everything because when I had just one, that when that one get booked, people
Yeah.
would call
You-
me and want that car. So I was like, I only had one at the time, so I was like, I had to go ahead and get another one. So I got basically two of every car
Okay.
in the
I
vehicle.
see you. That's really
Yeah,
nice. That's nice. Yeah, that's a
yeah.
lot. So,
And
and you say you know some other hosts. Your friends. Do you guys like
yeah,
swap out if someone doesn't have a car? They send them your way.
yeah. It's a guy here who I'm good friends with, who he actually started Turo years ago when it first came out,
Hmm.
in LA, but he
Oh,
lives here
before
now.
you.
Yeah, before me. Yeah, and the
Hmm.
funny story is he started before me, and just to kind of show you how much I've been grinding, and is he basically started years before me, and I think he has like probably 300 to 400 trips, probably 400 trips,
Wow.
and here I am at 12.
And
Yeah,
you got
and here
1,200.
1200. Yeah, yeah,
Dang.
1200 trips. Yeah,
But how many cars does he have?
he has about now he probably has about like eight. It's less than 10. It's under
Hmm.
10. So he's like probably like 7 to 8 cars. And he basically does this on the side. He's like you. He's in real estate. He got like properties and stuff, and he's real estate. But he does Turo like on the side. Just to
Oh,
get like
okay,
extra
gotcha.
income. So yeah. But it's just crazy because he was like when we first met, and he was like, "Wow, man, I can't believe you got so many vehicles and got so many trips, and you just started doing this."
I know
And
you.
when I first got to 1,000 trips, he was the first one to hit me up. It was like he was like, "Congrats, man, you just hit 1,000 trips." I was like, "Oh wow, thank you." Like I didn't even know.
I
Like he the
know.
one to tell.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot. Like I couldn't even imagine what that looks like. But I guess it adds up because I'm already getting close to 50 and just seems like, before you know it, these trips are just happening. Like
Mm,
you get a car when you first start, you're thinking like, is this gonna work? Is somebody is somebody really gonna rent this car? I'm gonna list it and somebody's gonna rent it. And I'm like, in the car rental business, really? Is this how this
yeah,
works? And
yeah,
that's exactly how this works. So it was like, every once in a while I will post on my Facebook page, when a car comes back, just to see if it's going to help get it rented. And, usually gets rented right away. But even
yeah.
if I don't do anything, the platform is there and the need is there. Like people need cars. Just today I got a booking from a guest who said that they had a booking with one of the rental companies, but they got canceled because of the hurricane in Florida. So
Oh,
they was like, "Thank you, for having this available," because they had already have plane to come here, but and had a reservation for a rental car, but get canceled. You know what I mean? That kind of
I got
sucks.
you.
Like
Okay.
so it's a great opportunity to be able to come in here and provide a service and stuff like that. So this is a
Yeah,
great business. I'm
yeah. And I
proud.
noticed. Yeah, I get a lot of those too. I get a lot of those customers where they either another guest canceled, like another guest for some reason canceled, and they contacted Turo, and Turo end up having them book one of my
Oh,
cars.
okay,
I
got
get
you.
them a lot, and then I get people who booked the car from the car rental companies, and when they got there, they were sold out. They didn't have any cars available, so they
Wow.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
so I done seen it both ends. From Turo, other guests on Turo, and also like Enterprise and these other companies not have any cars available, and people basically get on Turo and you know rent a car from there because they need something to get around town in. You
Right,
know.
right. So, if someone were to ask you, what are the two things that you really enjoy about Turo, being a Turo host? What would you tell them?
Oh man, that's a good question. I just say I love meeting new people. I love cars, so I just love be able to pretty much drive a different car every day that I like that I love, and then be able to basically drive a car and then make money off the car. I just think I just love that, idea of I can drive pretty much my dream car and for free and then rent it out and make money for it. I just being able to do that and be able to switch it up. Like one day I'll be like, okay, do I want to drive my convertible? Do I want to drive my slingshot? Do I want to get in my Durango? Do I, to just be able to switch up? Cause that's what I do. Whatever car's not rented out is the car that I drive that day. And I just think I just love that feeling, to just be like, what do I want to drive today? And then to be
Gotcha.
able to make
Looking
money
at
and
your
be able to,
empire.
yeah, yeah. And then just to be able to be my own boss and make my own schedule and make money every day. Cause I used to, where I came from, I was getting paid every 2 weeks, and I was probably making about $1,000 a week at my job, and which getting paid bi-weekly. And now I'm saying that like every 2 days. I'm getting direct
Yeah,
deposits from Turo every couple of days of
yeah. I love
that.
those
So
direct deposits.
yeah,
Cha-ching.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's just yeah. So it's a blessing to be able to
yeah.
wake up and have a direct deposit every 2 days
Right. And
versus me
now that
waiting to get
I
it
added
every
the
two
extra
weeks.
cars, the deposits are bigger. I was like,
Bigger.
woo, I'm getting the real ones. This is
Yep.
nice. Yeah, it
Yep.
feels good. It feels
Feel
good.
good. Yep.
And as far as negative, what are the things that you would say that really don't like about it?
Oh man, whew, it's just dealing with customers who dog don't respect your cars, dog your cars, don't respect your cars, bring it back late, no gas, smoking,
Mm,
racing, burning my tires, stuff like that. Just dealing with those customers who just uh, they don't take care of the car because it's not theirs, and so they don't have no type of
right.
respect. So I just hate dealing with that, and so that's really like the work for me is just what I just hate them type of customers, because it's a headache. It's stressful.
Gotcha.
There were people like that who just, you tell them, your policies and your rules because it's on your page, and I tell them when I come get the car too, but they just don't care. They just don't listen. They don't care.
Mm,
They don't have no respect.
right.
So I hate that.
And knowing
Um,
what you know today, is there anything that you'd like to change? You still feel like you still want to make a personal handshake contact with people,
yep,
or
I do.
you
Yeah,
do? So you
yep.
don't think that would kind of slow you down from scaling because you still
No,
have to
no,
just be a one at a time?
no, because I don't think so. I don't know. I like the hands on. I like to talk to my customers. I like seeing them, greeting them, shaking their hand, giving them a business card, because it makes a lot of people come back, and it makes them also give me good reviews. 'Cause if you see my reviews, like I got a lot of good reviews from people, and they're like, "Oh man, this guy, he's very nice. He's professional.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of like I like being hands on.
Oh,
I
you
kind of
do?
like that.
I'm
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
look at some of these reviews
yeah. So
while
I
you're
kind of
talking.
yeah,
Okay.
so I like that. Now eventually I know that I'm not going to be able to meet everybody, and eventually I'm going to probably hire more people and have them take my position.
Mm-hmm.
So I can travel or do other stuff. So eventually, I know it's going to be kind of hard to meet everybody, but I still want to.
Right.
I still like the whole like the hands on approach and like meeting people and like, just, and then I meet people. Like I don't met like, celebrities, and I done met like it was a guy from LA. He came down here to like to like shoot a movie, and when I
Mm,
delivered the car to him to the airport, I was glad that I delivered the car to him because I met this guy and he told me who he was and the movie he was shooting and stuff, and so it was just like, he was just telling me different stories, and I was like, wow, like, you get to meet different people from all over, when they fly in.
right.
So I like, I like that, like I get like networking with people, you know. So I kind of like, meeting people and being hands on, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
And
see
like I
what
said,
the people are saying about Tony. It says
it,
here, great service and communication. Car was very clean, and Tony was great to work with. All right, that's great that respond back up here. Oh, what is this here? Somebody on the
that's,
exposure.
yeah, but that's new
Matthew
happening.
can drove well. I guess that's supposed to be car. Can drove well, but parts rattled while accelerating, and the windows needed to be raised with hand guidance for them to close all the way. Pickup is back of a shady looking warehouse. What? Mm, whatever. What car did he didn't even say what car he rented? What did she
uh,
say?
whatever. I think you go scroll up
Oh,
for a
it's for the
second.
Mustang.
Okay, but
It's for
yeah, I'm
a
about to say,
convertible. What they expect?
oh
Anyway,
man, that is crazy.
don't you
It's
hate
crazy.
that?
I
People
hate
get,
that. Yeah,
yeah,
and then,
messed up
but if
your
you
perfect
actually,
store.
yeah, but if you actually, if you go back and then you go down, you'll be able to see my reviews, like all the reviews. Right now, I'm just showing the one just for the Mustang. So
Mm-hmm.
if you was to go back and then go to my page, like my actual Turo page, you'll be able to see all my reviews for like all the cars. You
Gotcha,
know,
gotcha, gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah, but you can't please everybody. Some
can't please
people
everybody.
have their little
Yeah,
issues or whatever like that. But he's still
yeah,
5 star and still all star, so that's all good. That's all good.
right, right.
So what's your plans for next week?
Uh, Next week,
Because how do you just do this with no day off? Like you just what?
just I
I mean,
just
I
do it.
can't talk. Like I just get a day off whenever there's something available. But I couldn't imagine. Um, and I think it's easier for me because I am doing contactless, pickup and delivery. So I'm
Yeah,
not putting, I couldn't even imagine. Like I don't want to meet these people. I don't want to shake any hands. I don't want to do any of that stuff. And I still get good results. I mean, reviews and stuff like that because people really think I'm giving out all this stuff. I'm giving a virtual handshake.
yeah. Okay.
But and then too, like one day I actually had two people that were checking at the same time in different spaces. One was at the airport and other at the local drop off spot. So there's
Mm,
no way I could do that with two people or something.
hmm.
And then two, I don't want to be at the airport at no 10 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night or any of those kind of things. You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wouldn't. So
yeah.
you're going back into your whole, like you say, you stopped the open all the time 24/7, because you didn't have a life. Now that you've put time limits on that, still 7 days a week, how are you able to have a life with working 7 days a week?
I
You're
just
shaking
have,
your head no.
I just have, nah,
What?
I'm just, nah, I have a life, outside of my, once 9 p.m. hit, basically this, nighttime, you know, nighttime. Yeah.
So I'm just
So,
saying because you didn't really give yourself much time for real to we just kind of moved it around to say, okay, instead of being 24/7, but still 7 days a week. So you can't make any commitments to nobody. You can't commit.
correct,
I mean,
correct.
not commit, not like that, but I'm just meant like you can't say I'm going to do any of these things, like because if you are saying you're going to be ooh, look at here, I gotta say a shout out to Daryl Reed. Thank you for the Cash App.
Mhm.
I appreciate the love and support. Daryl Wheat, did I put it up there? Yeah. For the Cash App, Daryl Wheat, thank you. All right, I appreciate that. I say that real quick. But what you were saying, as far as like, you want to give yourself the time to say, I'm not going to be open 24/7, but then you pretty much open 24/7, or 7 days a week. So if I
Yeah,
ask, can
but
I
the
come
difference
pick the
is,
car up at 10 o'clock, Tony, please? We shook hands last week.
mm-hmm,
You don't tell me no? I
yep,
don't believe you.
yep.
I don't believe you.
See the diff. Because see the difference is when I was 24/7, people was calling me people was calling me and texting me any time of the day, any time of night, and there was actual booking cars too, super late, early in the morning. I had to get up out the bed, go to the airport, whatever, at early in the morning, and I hated it. So now with me changing that, yeah, I'm still 7 days a week, but me being 9 a.m. 9 p.m. is a little bit better because I know after 9 p.m. nobody can book a car from me. Like it doesn't even allow
Okay,
anybody to book a
got you.
car after 9 p.m. It's pretty much like
Yeah,
unavailable,
that's true. And
and
it's not
and
super early and not super
not
late.
super early. Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of works out, uh, and and then also too, a lot of times if my like when we got it set to like the 3 hour events notice, once 6 o'clock come, when 6 p.m. hit, pretty much
Oh, okay, then you off work
I'm
then.
done. Yeah, because nobody else
If you
can book
don't
a
have any
car.
bookings.
Correct. Correct. That's it. Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
So
Yep.
they can't do nothing.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, so you could just technically be
Yep.
getting out of town during that time. Dara
Yep.
Reed
Yep.
says, loving this channel. That's awesome. I want so Dara Reed, are you like interested in like trying to start you a Turo business, or you just like, getting the information? Um, what is it about the channel that you live in? So do you cook? Did I ask you that if you cook? You told me no, huh?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No. No.
I asked you
No.
or no?
No. I said no. Not at all.
Oh,
I said
you
not at all.
know that you don't cook, or no, I
Nope.
didn't
I
ask.
don't. No.
Oh,
I
you
don't
don't?
cook.
Okay.
No.
So you born and raised in this Louisville, Kentucky?
Yes.
Born and raised, and you don't cook?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Back in the day,
Okay.
it used to be. Yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna even go there. But anyway, back in the day, you know, I guess it's now a new time. Young people just don't do what they used to do back in the day. Back in the day, if you told somebody you came from any southern state, you were expected to cook, change your tire, and you told me last time you don't know how to change a tire.
Nope. I do not.
And you have 17 cars.
17 cars.
I don't believe that.
You know what I do? You know what I do when I
Anyway,
have a flat tire? I call AAA.
AAA,
Call
I heard
tri-
that.
call AAA.
Call AAA.
Yep.
Derry says, I'm interested. Hopefully, I'll start early next year. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
But tell him to subscribe to my channel, your channel, and you can get, I'm going to be posting videos, content daily, and giving out, advice and tips and, free game.
Yep.
You
Let me
know.
ask you this. Since you've been in the game for a year now and you have 17 cars, what would you recommend for a new person, the car to start off with? Like,
I would say an SUV. Get an SUV.
mm-hmm.
I think that'd be the
And tell
best.
me why.
Because for one, SUV can hold a lot of people. So kids, or some people may want to. They may want to, split it. Share the cost. So it's going to be more value. And then also the SUV, is all season. It's going to be good all season long because if you get one, it's all-wheel drive, so it's going to be good in the snow, rain, you know, so basically, because out here we get a lot of we get all seasons here. So it's
Yeah, I
cold, it's hot, we
see.
get a lot of rain, we get snow. So the SUV is good because it's an all-purpose vehicle for all year for the whole year.
Right, right, right.
So I think and then just based off my metrics and my numbers, all my SUVs perform well. You know, do really well. And so starting off, I would, like I said, I would recommend anybody to get an SUV first before any other type of vehicle. And actually, when I'm going, probably that, because I don't know, like, you see my page, like I said, I have three Dodge Durangos because that was my most popular renter, was my that Durango, the one that got 100 trips. So I went ahead and got two more. Um, and they all get pretty booked pretty consistently. And then my Jeep Grand Cherokees, my Jeep Wrangler, those SUVs get booked out a lot too. And then and then after that, it's like my trucks and then my cars, and then my convertibles. So actually, I'm probably going to end up um, getting rid of my convertibles, trading them in or selling them, and getting more like SUVs,
Yeah.
because the convertibles only really do well during like the spring and summer.
Spring and summer, yes.
Yeah.
Daryl Reed says, okay, I'm in California and we love our SUVs out here.
Okay.
Yep. That's great.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm about to.
I missed this one here. Daryl said he just subscribed to Tony's channel too.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, see there.
All right.
I was gonna say if you could drop your link. Do you know how to do that? Drop
Uh,
your link here in the chat,
I
Tony.
don't. How do I
No.
how do I do that? Do I
Okay,
just
so
click on
go to
chat?
you go to your site and let me see if I can go over there to your site. Click the link on your YouTube. Where's YouTube at? And then copy the link and then drop excuse me, drop it here in the chat. Let me see here.
Okay.
Tony Luxury Cars. Let me just grab it real quick. I'll do it for you. So it'll be part of this part
Okay.
of the chat. Oh, you just dropped something else too. You did this a minute ago?
Got it.
Replacing cracked chipped windshields. let me let me
What
share this.
happened? What
You
did I
just
do?
dropped a video.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay, nah. So what happened was, so I took your advice, and basically what I did was So what I did today was, oh, it's nice how you doing that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
When did that happen though?
Now I tell you, now this happened today.
I know, but I saw
That's no.
just a
Yes. Let me
minute
finish.
ago.
So let me tell you. Yes. Let me tell you what I did. So today I actually made like I did like 3 videos today, right, on my camera. So when I came home, I went and uploaded the first one like today, and then when I did upload the second one, it had me the option if I want to upload like in the future. So I
Oh,
went
okay,
ahead and did
gotcha.
it. So I did it in the future at midnight because I didn't know if it was a good idea to upload all the videos all like in the same day. So I was like, maybe I should just spread it out and have like one every
Yeah.
day. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
That's
I went ahead
smart.
and did. So I went ahead and did this one at midnight today, which now it's 12:03. That's
Okay,
probably why
that's
coming
why.
showed up. Yeah, and then I
Okay.
got another one that's gonna do it tomorrow at midnight.
Okay,
So
cool.
it's kind of like having one every day instead of 3 videos in one day. You
Yeah,
know,
and that's what you want to do. You want to spread it out so
spread
it's
it out.
always constantly getting something.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep, that's good. Smart.
yeah, yeah.
Just don't break the rhythm. You're doing good.
Okay,
Like don't do 3 in a row and all of a sudden we don't hear from you for another 11 days. You got to be
I got it. Okay,
consistent. You know
okay,
what I mean? So when you see it's running low, so that means tomorrow you need to be doing more to keep the queue up, or
okay,
just hop on here and do a quick live. You know what I mean?
okay, okay, okay,
Yep, good. I'm proud of
okay.
you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. And then people gonna
Thanks.
keep coming back to you, for more questions and stuff,
Okay.
and enjoy that you putting up videos and stuff. I'm excited. Daryl Reed, I'm originally from Los Angeles, California too, born and raised there. Actually, 35 years of my life I spent there. I was just your age when I moved out here to Alabama, Tony. So yeah, I know about that, Cali. What part of California are you from, Daryl? If you could let me know in the chat what part of California you from, because I know it's California's a long state. I'm from Southern Cal. I'm sure
Okay.
you we'll check and see where you from. Make sure we ain't got no beef. Especially since yeah, how stuff is, but things is different now. This was a lot different when I was coming up, when we was really having the real stuff. Like things now nice and mild, watered down, everybody peace and love. Let's see if he gonna let me know here. So he doesn't just subscribe to your channel, and then these little meetups and stuff like that, we building up a community. I just started a Patreon, and then it's like a nice little community. You get in there and really help people out here. See here. Daryl Reed says, I'm originally from St. Louis. Ooh. but now I'm living in Orange County out here in Cali. Orange County, huh? You living it up, huh? Orange County. Ooh, I heard that. I've never been to St. Louis before, Missouri. Is that a snow state? Yeah, probably so, huh? So how do you feel about living in the snow state, Tony? But you lived in your whole life. You probably don't, how do you
Yeah, I've
feel
been here
about
my
not
heart.
living in a snow state? I don't know. I
Yeah.
couldn't live in a snow state. Like I wouldn't, what would I do in the snow time? Like I would just stay in the house. Like I wouldn't expect anybody I mean, you have to get the cars ready and stuff in the snow? Oh no. I wouldn't know. You can't rent. I'm sorry, it's snowing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
No,
can't rent to you.
yeah, no, I do that on my cars, on all my cars that are not all-wheel drive. So all my Chargers and Challengers and convertibles, I will make those unavailable if it's snowing, just because it's too much of a risk, safety.
Oh, got
Yeah.
you. I
So,
didn't think
but
about that.
I make those unavailable. But the other cars, the trucks and the SUVs, that's all-wheel drive.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the money makers in the snow, because people want those to get around
Got
in. You know.
you.
So
Okay.
yep.
Oh, okay. So that's why you want more of those SUVs, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Because technically, you say you make them unavailable. So then that
Yeah. I make it.
makes.
I make them unavailable. Yeah. My Chargers and Challengers and
Mhm.
convertibles that rear-wheel drive. Those cars do not do well at all in the snow, because
Okay.
they're
Have you
spin out
heard
of.
of co-hosting?
I heard about it.
Yeah,
I've never
like
done it before.
people co-host with like someone in another area
Yeah, I heard
that
about it.
a
Yeah.
car would do well in. Like,
Yeah.
it gets
I
a
thought
little
about.
cold out here, but it doesn't snow out here.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that with the
Every blue
slingshot. I
year or
was thinking
something
about
like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about taking my slingshot and co-host it with somebody in like Florida or Vegas or somewhere,
Mhm.
because now when it getting cold, I'm not gonna be able to rent my slingshot out for the next couple of months. So it's gonna be sitting, not making no money. So I was thinking
Oh,
about
okay, got you.
doing the co-host with the slingshot.
Uh-huh.
You
Yes,
know.
there's slingshots out here.
Okay.
More, yeah, I think out of all of the different cars, the slingshot have more slingshots, and they rent for like 120. People spend money 150. I've seen somebody rent theirs for $200.
Okay.
Isn't that like what we used to call them, dune buggies back in the day? I don't
Okay.
know. And I've never rode in one before. Anyway, Dara Reese said, yes, lots of snow. Wow. So hats off to you snow people. I couldn't do it. I would be depressed. I would have to say, I do like the bears. I'm hibernating. I come out in the springtime, but y'all weren't going to see me in no snow. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So that's good then. So, and I'm real proud for you, to coming and keeping up this little obligation. Like it seems it's not a lot happening now, but trust me, if the people see that we're being consistent and we, teaming up doing stuff, we could also, like you want to do this course, two is always better than one. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yep.
Um, you know, you be peanut butter, I'm jelly, you know what I mean? And put
Yeah.
together and do some things and really help some people. And so
Yep.
you guys can put a lot of things down in the chat for different questions that you want to get some answers to, put it out there. And Tony and I can put our heads together and, come up with some good solutions because we're approaching it from two different angles and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And so, and then too, I want to talk about some co-hosting. Like I said, it doesn't snow out here. It gets cold, what I would consider cold, but you know, it's a good. You see our platform out here.
Hmm.
We could do some things out here coming
Yep.
in at while it's nice and empty.
Mhm.
I'm ready to start being a shark up in here and like really just start taking lunches and you know what I mean,
Mhm.
cleaning up for real, and getting it more and more and more and more and more cars and stuff like that. But
Yep.
if you have anything you want to say and add, we could start kind of wrapping this up because I know it's a whole hour later where you are at. And
Yeah.
Daryl out there on the West Coast, so he chilling. It's still early.
Yes, that was him. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anybody have any other questions out there? Otherwise, put them in there, and then if we don't get to them tonight, we'll definitely touch back on because I'm happy about keeping my commitment. I've been doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I also did the little tester on Tuesday to see because I'm looking at my analytics and kind of going by what it's telling me. Um, yeah, it is still early. Daryl says. It's still early out here. Yes, we know that West Coast. I'm missing my West Coast too, especially the weather. Ain't
Yeah.
no way. It's beautiful. I know you out there enjoying that Orange County weather, having that beach and all that good stuff. But yeah, so keep those questions and stuff coming. I always go through my questions and comments and try to answer them too on like the next videos and stuff like that. And you should put that out there too to your audience and let them know that you do a commentary on this side, and then tell them to come here. Then you start doing some lives. I'll come get on your platform, and we just start talking to
Okay.
more and more people because you see a lot of people curious about this and they want to start the business, but
Yeah.
got questions and stuff like that, so we can tell them
Yeah.
on things what to do, what not to do. I always recommend now get that SUV. That's the way to go to get started on. So we'd
Yep.
like to thank everybody for coming out, and for those of you who haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my boy Tony's channel over there too. You can really see somebody who aggressively went out there and did this business, and give him check out his videos. He's real transparent, show you the whole thing, what he's doing and all that stuff. And stay encouraged, and we will see y'all in another video. And thanks again, Tony, for showing up. And you need to give me
All
your
right.
email so we could, get other stuff exchanged.
Yes,
So
it to you.
sometimes you could send me a pic and I could put you in the thumbnail because I don't see
Okay.
any thumbnails on your channel.
Okay.
You
I'll
don't
send it
have
to you.
any thumbnails. Thumbnails are
All right.
very important. I didn't know that they were, but they are extremely important. So I can
Okay.
show you how to make thumbnails and get more attention to your channel.
Okay. All right.
All
Thanks.
right.
All
And
right. Talk
Daryl
to you
is
later.
saying good night too. All right. Good night, all
All
of
right.
y'all. Love y'all.
All right.
See y'all next time. Peace and
All right.
love. Bye.